Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Fine, so this is really good, and as you see we're gonna get to that part later, but right now just this is it, and this turns to be really pretty. And you need 3 snap buttons. Now these snap buttons are very good if you just hot glue them, but I did not hot glue them, I stitched them, which was really hard, and you don't need to go through that. So you put 3 snap buttons and 3 mirrors to give it an elegant look. Then you put it on your satin. You need to add this felt. This will be on the top side. Now for the decoration part, now you can, now here you see I am not putting too much of the glue because I do not want all this glue to be coming outside, so that is why I did not add too much. Now here like this, so like this. Now some of them going upside down, some of them downside up, it's okay, they all look good either way. So now like this, and now after this you will be adding in the side. And side I believe is 6 or 7 little ones. Now the little ones are actually, you can find a lot in a hairband. You see shiny glittery hairbands you can buy usually from the dollar store or the craft store, and then you have to take it out from the hairband, and that's much economical, much cheaper. So now here you pick up, you get little bit of glue in your on the tip of the tool and pick up. You see how easy that is, but if you try to pick up one by one with the tweezer, I can guarantee you it will not be that easy. You may try it, but it will not be easy. This tool is the best. So because with this tool I was able to create very big sarees, and which was not possible using a tweezer. So you may end up adding a couple of extra, but it's okay, don't try to take them out because you will mess up the design. So now one done like that, you will do all of them. Now at this point, as I mentioned, if you do make any mistake or any changes you need to do, then it's best for you to do the changes right now when it's wet. Just apply a wet paper towel, wipe it off, and then everything will be clean. Or wash it off and let it dry and start over again. But once it dries, you cannot make any changes. So first you need to plan good, and then after that you do it that way. And if you do need to wipe it off, make sure you wipe it off throughout the entire fabric. That way the entire fabric becomes glittery gold color and doesn't stays in one place. So like this. Like this. So you see, doing like this. So you'll be doing like this. So you follow along your lines, the lines you have created to do the design, you follow along. Now if you're not very comfortable with this, you may decide to put some clips, cloth pins over 4 sides, that way it will be holding it tight. So I am okay with it, I'll just do it without the pins. But if you, so when you do pull it, make sure you end it right here, do not go through your entire 1 inch. So you see one line I did. Now when I did the line, as you see, I have added sufficient amount of this glitter glue. the reason for that, because I need to be adding the beads. So now you bring your beads closer, and this is satin fabric, so satin fabric will be a little bit hard for you to work because you know it kind of gets stuck. So here you see I'm dropping the beads, just dropping and giving a gentle push, and this push is making the bead go inside the glitter dimensional fabric paint. So this is the way you will be doing. Do not just drop and leave it there. You need to do a gentle push, because that push will make that bead to stay in there. If you just drop and leave it there, it will fall off later. So eventually it will fall off. So you need to give that gentle push. Now this is like this. You drop and you give a gentle push. Even though the beads goes inside, but later you see that will be very shiny and showing. So like this, as you see, like this. So now you can see this coming right here. Now this is how you're going to do throughout the entire decoration, each and every line, and you have to be very patient. One by one you will do. Make sure you don't put your, while you did this side and then you will be doing this side, and then you follow accordingly, because you don't want to lean your hand, lean your arm to the decorate portion, because then you'll be messing up the entire thing in your hand. So you need to be very focused on this. So like this, you do like this. So follow along such a way that you will not be leaning your arm towards where you finish the decoration. Like this. Now it's up to you how much gap you want to give, or if you want to drop them closer together, depending on how much bead you have. Now if you buy one pack of this bead, which is not very expensive, but it will last you a long time. I bought one pack and that lasted me to, this is the third project I'm doing, and two other projects were two huge Jardosi sarees. So as you see, how much beads into that, I don't know, some thousands and thousands of. So you see, now I'm done with one side, and I did not actually count it how many, but there's I would eyeball it 30. Make sure I stitch both the side and put my lace. So you have to make sure that both the sides are equal here, and this design stayed centered. Now we're going to deal with these two sides. So this side, fold it like this, then fold it like this, and we're gonna stitch it. So two fold and a stitch. Make sure it's a pretty stitch, and seal the corners so they don't, corners do not come outside. Now I'm gonna give a nice beautiful stitch like this. You hold and you give a hem, nice beautiful hem, which is like a tiny little stitch. Now this is something you have to do patiently. You have to hold it like this, and then you stitch, and then again hold, and then you stitch like that. You have to be real patient with this. So you see here I have folded the side corner. You see it's triangle fold, so it doesn't come out. Now I'm going to stitch this, all these three things holding together as much as possible. And if you can hold and stitch two, that's enough. The felt and this fabric, as long as these are all stuck together, they don't fall apart like this. Now this is, you give one sturdy stitch, and then the second one you will have with a beautiful gold trim. So you have two stitches. Now you see, when I'm doing it, I have to be very careful not to squeeze the fabric like this. So this has to be a good looking job. So you do gently and patient with it, and don't rush with it, so you do a good job on this. once you fold it, you have to hold on to it for a few seconds to make it settle. Now with this, I have to put just like this 2 trim. One trim goes on the top one, bottom one, another goes on the top one. So I'll be putting 2 trim and then 3 mirrors, and then we'll stitch at the end, at the very end we'll stitch the side. So let's work on the trim and then doing a very basic stitch on the top like this, and this is the top portion, and then we'll do the same thing for the bottom. See, very tiny on the top, very big inside. Inside you cannot see, so doing big inside. This is just adding the trim on top of the stitches, the one very sturdy. Now when I first stitch both the sides at the end, I made them little too tight. So make sure you make little loose, because if you do too tight, since this is cardboard, it has a tendency to bend. And it's here. So once you just hold on to little bit, now you'll be able to stitch nicely. Just all you need to do is get it attached little bit, then you can stitch. Now go on like this from this side and stitch. Don't make it too tight, because if you make it too tight, you will be sort of bending it. So do not make it too tight. So focus on the thread, otherwise it will get tangled in these beads. We don't want the thread to be tangled in the other beads. We want the thread to focus on this thing, in this area. So now we do this. After that, make sure, now I'm just showing you, so I'm doing less time. When you do your own, make sure you give many times so it doesn't come out. The more time you will do, the better strong parts you will have. Now you see, we're gonna stitch it over here, over here, over here, about 3-4 places. So what we're gonna do is come down through here and then go in through here. Now we will gonna go in here and go in here. So we are taking this thing and tightening it. See this? We took it and tighten it, right? So you make a pattern. You have 3 or 4 beads pattern. Now I'm going to do like this. So I am stitching the beads to the side. They're stitching the string of beads to the side. And this is giving a beautiful design. At the same time, it's covering up my old stitches. Now here 3 more. So you cannot just jump from here to here, because you have threads to go through. So in order to go there, you will go down here little bit. You come down nicely over the bead like this, and then after you do that, then you go down here again and you come down here nicely. Then you go down here again and you come up and you roll, and then you go here and you roll. So now we got the second one. So when you finish this, you cannot jump from here to the 3. Then you have a string, you have this thread going like this. We don't want that. We want it to look nice and neat. So we would go like this on top, down and top of this area with this thread. We're tying this thread. So like this. See how the thread is tied? So we made a pattern of 3 beads, or you can do 4 beads. Depending on it. Make sure you're making it very secure, because you wanted to make it secure and give that at store buying purse look. You do not want to give a tacky look. So now here, any thread hanging later you can snap it off. Right now we'll just focus on how to make this. Here, snapped it off. Now we want to do 3 over here. We cannot jump, we have to go down over here, and from this you come up here. Now from this we ultimately we need to go there, so we go down here. Now we come up again. Now this is our third string, and on this you roll, go down and come up. So at the third string you roll and make it tight. Same follow here, same follow here, and at the end whatever hanging you snap it off. So we'll do like this. I hope you understood, and if you didn't, you can leave a message saying, asking me to do it again, and I will do it. Main thing, I want you to be able to do it and understand. So here we're going to go to the third one. Now you cannot again jump from here to third one. You need to go down first. First you go down, then you come up through the second one, then you go down to the near the third bead, and now you roll. See, like this. Now we are done. We have the third at the end, so we do the same procedure. We come, we go down, and since this is our last bead, we roll. That's it. Now we are going to roll few times here to secure this bead. So you see how beautifully this is done. Now at the end you snap it off, and if there is any thread hanging here and there like this, and then you have yourself a beautiful purse.
Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.